Hello and welcome back to this wonderful Saturday. I hope you're having a good time, a good day, and just as lovely a weather as we do. Welcome back to a bit of Oni. Some nice and relaxing fixing of things and maybe getting towards space, but first of all there's a few things we might want to attend to. So what I've seen is our abyssalite melter has become slightly hotter than it's supposed to be. How much is in here? 1.3 tons. So our cooling loop, it should be working. It kind of works, maybe, because these turbines are somewhat running from time to time. But they're also kind of overheating. Now part of it is obviously because the steam in here is kind of hot, hotter than usual. But most importantly, the aqua tuner doesn't handle interruptions in its on and off status quite as well as you'd hope for it. Now it did cool both of these. No, it didn't. I don't think it cooled the second package here. They're not coming in at 110 degrees. You see that? So they come in like they're averaged out by whatever is before them. So even if they come in at 107 degrees, they would go down by some 14. They would be at least at 93 degrees. But this one wasn't cooled. Is basically what I'm trying to say here. So whenever there's an interruption, those packages are not properly being cooled. The tuner needs a bit of time to actually yank itself ready, so to speak. For the time being, let's just accumulate all the liquids together so they are not with gap in between them. And then we did plan on extending this loop anyways. Can you get in here? No, you don't need to, we can just connect this. We do want to get rid of the bridge though. There was also considerations about how we might make this a bit more neat and efficient. What are you using here? That's fine. Don't go through here. This is specifically the multi-purpose line, which is not supposed to be used for anything else. This is in and out. So right, we did consider somehow doing something so we wouldn't have to come back up for the turbine here, basically. But that would mean we'd have to cool it here-ish somewhere. And basically that would mean we gotta go down first, which would be this spot, because we also want to be up here with the petroleum, which would mean going up and down anyways, in which case we can just ignore our initial goal, because it comes out as the same effort anyways. Oops. Now let's bring this stuff over. What are you made out of? Ignis rook. Yes, that's good. We bring it in all the way to here. The top can't be opened up because this is supposed to be insulation via vacuum. So that means, how do we build this? We kinda gotta go down here. If we wanna go down here, we need to have a ladder or something. Can you reach it if we open this up? I think so. And then we just go ahead. I mean, we can just use whatever, aka aluminium. We bring it through those tiles. This is all part of the hotter stuff. Make sure we don't rip the... We can speed bomb this. We don't rip the natural tiles on accident. This was opened and closed for reasons. No good reasons though. Well, I guess this was closed first and then we separated the hydro on the right hand side because this is way less pressure. And if we want to get it up at one point, we can still do so by liquid in this place. And then we turn it on with an electrolyzer and it will just sort itself out. We don't have to worry about that. Yes, refreshingly freshery. Thank you for your participation in chat. Okay, then this whole thing is supposed to also somewhat temperate the Dracos. Now this box is mostly insulated, the Draco box, except for whatever is touching the chamber above. And I guess the gas is in here. This is vacuum. If we just put a lock here and vacuumed all of this out, it would deter some of it, take away some of the mass. I guess we can also go ahead, add a bit of conductivity here. Why wouldn't we? Yes. What would be the problem if you opened up the entire environment to 3 tons, 4 tons of gas per tile? Let's not do that. Not quite like that anyways. Can you do this? Will you be problematic? No. This is just so we can replace the floor without having the gases escape. So let's do that, because I say so, because heat exchange. This is not important though. What is important is the water part. You just go through here. We're already hitting the perfect spot. Absolutely lovely. This is igneous rock. Perfect. Go in here and oop. Except we're missing something. What are we missing? We are missing a storage bin for some extra waste. Now we could have that here maybe. Kind of lends itself to that, because if we do that here, we could just extend the room a little. We have the input on the top and the output on the bottom, and it would just sit perfectly in here. The other option would be going over here somehow, somewhere. A bit closer to the AT. By the way, are we not really doing anything here? You're all closed off and whatnot. Yeah, okay. We'll have to look at this in a bit as well. I kind of want to close this off, but I also don't want to open and close it with a... Yo. Ethanol gas. Did you break? Are you missing a bit? I guess there was just too much in there. Okay, can we capture that at some point in the near future and destroy it? It's one pocket exactly. I guess it was somewhat overfilled. Anyways. Let's double check here for a quick sec. Oh, by the way, I just recently learned that rot pile apparently does no longer off gas until it turns into polluted dirt. I just realized we have 6 kilos of stuff here now. And also realized and did a bit of checking on how much carbon is still in the permafrost, which is like roughly 200 to 300 tons of CO2 up there, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so we could put our storage here. We could put it maybe here once this floor has been fixed. There's no pump here. I don't think we are actually going to insulate things here. There can just be a bit of a gradient here, that's fine. Unless we want to move the pumps over by one and do things here and there and everywhere. Hold on, if we just went ahead, let's leave this be for now. If we just went ahead, we do insulation here. Why is this a natural tile? Oh right, because we need to get the power wire through. Could this be, hold on, we say we insulate this. Doesn't have to be insulation. This is going to be 2 liquids. This is going to be an airflow tile. We could even do an airflow tile here. They are changing, supposedly, the looks of liquids next to airflow tiles. So it no longer looks like they're hovering, so we'd be seeing stuff like what we're not seeing right now, or barely seeing, like all this liquid. We'd be seeing this as a proper liquid on the floor now, with the current test branch patch. Anyway, I would kind of still like to vacuum insulate this after all, so let's do that. Didn't I see a bottle here a second ago? Naphtha, 100 some kilograms. Yeah, no, sweep this please. go to 161 and back to normal. And alright, I'm not in debug mode. Let's bring that up here. Do we have enough room for the pumps? Not really. We bring you over to OP pump here. Let's just make this wide. Oh, right, that's the whole top thing. Let's see, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Don't care about what will be destroyed. We go all the way to here. You will need to be moved. That bottle, that is. And we'll start our actual room here. That also allows us a bit more heat transfer nonsense blah with the aluminium tiles. We can even exchange this one. It's going to be outside, it's going to be inside. It's going to be liquid lock, a liquid lock here. That means I'd like to first and foremost put the floor in place. And here we are going to replace the rest. A liquid lock, yes, that's good. Just build all that for now. You're going to be vacuum sealed. We don't need you to be heat transferring then. And you would be coming over all the way to here. And then connect like this. As for the top part, we're gonna put a normal tile here, build a tile here. That means we're gonna deconstruct the electrolyzer. That means we're gonna empty the electrolyzer. That means we're gonna turn you on. Then deconstruct it so we don't get water in here. Then build a tile here. You just trapped yourself. Right. Can you... what's that? Igneous rock. Get yourself a ladder in here. Okay, can you... we gotta leave this tile here for a sec. Okay. Water's out. If below you run, there's no water here, right? Ingredients. Water 600 grams. Well, I thought you would be... I'm using the right sensor here. Now I'm also a bit confused. Shouldn't I be using a sensor to turn on and off these pumps? If I don't... well, actually, if we get hydro in here, it would damage our other buildings, our suit docks, but filtering it out again won't be a big issue. It will just sort itself out eventually if we turn on the electrolyzers again. Point being, what is your problem? Empty pipe? Yeah, well, guess what? Oh well, the water will just be on the left hand side, it's gonna be fine. Oh, it's actually in the bottle. My bad. Okay. We build a tile here, this will be pushed to the side, we can then build an airflow tile below. And this will be open to the rest of the room. We can also do 2 airflow tiles so it all looks a bit more intentional and proper. This can be closed again. Can you do this real quick? Also, you should be doing the other part rather. Okay, all the liquids here have been put together again. The issue being it will again just go ahead and split it up in a second or two. For now it should be running full time. See what it's doing? It's being derpy. First package, can we see that? Are you actually cold? Still 98, and these are 86. Yeah. Maybe we should just turn you off. Okay, so don't make more tungsten if you can. At least for now. That should give you all a bit more cooling. What's your temp? 60, 96. Are you exchanging this for granite? Pipe, delivery, igneous rock. That's better. This is vacuum anyways, but still. Yeah, there again, the first one being derpy, and then the next one is also being derpy. For this needs time to turn on and whatnot. Now we have two packages that are not gonna add value to our thing. Can you reach this? Will I be standing 1, 2, 4? Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Okay, what are you all waiting for, my dearest duplicants? What are you all waiting for? Up here, we're going to have an entry point in this spot, roughly. Like so. Hold on, we can reuse that. Put that on top. Not yet. First build this, if you will. As for the gas in here, we're just gonna get rid of it by pushing it out, I guess. Talk about priorities, yes. Very good. We're also gonna push off this gas. For now, just build a tile here. Your temperature is lower, so you could absorb heat from... We could store heat in here instead of removing it, I guess. Your temps are going down though. But also, you're gonna be, well, quite hot with the turbines to this. And we're gonna take out all the heat from the petroleum coolers. So that will take some time, especially if this is not running full speed, full time, full whatever. Can we just go ahead? We will want to extend you like so. So the pipe between you makes no sense. And this is going to be our liquid lock. It's going to get some extra space to the right hand side here. We'll also put the tile here. So this is like nice and stable and secured. We're gonna go down here. This is gonna be open space, kind of. I can't really put a storage tank here, can I? Well, I can. I would maybe here. We don't need the space right now, but maybe here. That's better. Can you still go through the floor here? To the bottom? No, you can't. How's this gonna work? You're never really able to reach this. I don't want CO2 falling in here, it will interfere with the chlorine on the bottom. That needs to stay. We can build this from the side, step by step. That is a-okay. Can replace all of this. Gotta reach it from the bottom again though. It's a bit too high for you to reach. Fall between. And this one. Hold. Don't do these yet. There shouldn't be transfer here anyways. There's supposed to be a tile here. It's supposed to be back here, it doesn't matter. Okay. In that case, ignore it. You can empty this pot though. As far as the CO2 goes, we can just push that out, I guess. You don't have to fill up the entire room with vacuum or something. Destroy all the gases. We do kind of have to destroy the polluted stuff though. Yes, you are gonna block everything. If you need a foundation below, so this goes up here, you go down here, and that goes inside. And you just get a normal floor here. And this gets priority, so it's being done. We can push sideways and go further. Wait, these parts are kind of whatever. This cannot be done from the bottom. But it's also kind of in the way, so hold on. We also get aluminum, better heat transfer and whatnot. Okay. As for in here, how about... Do I care about ice temp shift? About ice in general? I can just dump a bit of that. This room doesn't need to be at any specific temperature. We just want it to be not too hot, so the steam turbines are getting overpowered. Which they are. So yeah. And then it would be important to also start adding more nuclear waste to all of this. You can do this. Stuff will fall down all the way to the bottom. That's fine. Hold on. Hold. Let's do this one first. And this one is whatever. You'll do both of them anyways because you will deliver both of them at the same time. Well, how much is this? 39? Perfect. Can you get rid of a few bits and pieces here if you will? Okay. Not that. Also, since I'm looking at all this nonsense, pathing, take that out too. And this. Okay. Right. No, why? Shoot. Can we replace a few things here as well? Because nice. It would be looking more nice. Also, this would be a floor theoretically. And then this would be a floor theoretically. So we'll just close it off here. And the rest, the next one will be here. 3, 4. And I'll just go ahead, close you off like this. And open this up. Place the rest in here. You can hear, you can't reach that. Now you can. And there's one more. Can you reach this? No, right? You can hop all the way to here, and then that's it. If I told you to build a tile here as well, you can still go up on top of that and then go up, build this. Or you could hop here, over, and do nothing. Okay. Guess there's gonna be more stuff that will just melt. Up here, still nice and cold. It's water, so it's fine. Yeah, okay. Not that we really struggle with oxygen or anything, but yeah, it's kind of disgusting to look at. Things went into space. Okay, now we're building. Good. This is all going to be done in just a second. All of it is done except for this tile, which we got the dupes in the action of almost releasing too much pressure into the base. By our fault, of course. Yeah, empty. And then, how do we add more waste to here? Probably the right hand side. Just go do this. And do a few bottle drainers. Material doesn't matter. You can be wider. I don't know if they drip and drop and lose stuff. But we will need some nuclear waste. And we have that up here and we don't... Okay, now listen. No. We can't really tap into this for obvious reasons. You turned off, we don't need... Wait, what are you doing? You filled up to the brim. Not making any diamond. How much diamond do we have? Getting sidetracked. 360 tons. How much refined carbon do we have? 509 tons. Mostly from trees, probably. In that case, let's not make more. I think we're just good here. Actually, you can still make more over here if you have enough rot bolts, but you don't request more rot bolts because this is just overflow. Okay. Anyways, we gotta put in a place where we can extract liquid uranium from. And I'm thinking we'd get it out of here somehow, somewhere. But if we do that, we need a space, a place, a room, a thing. And we'd need to kind of move that battery over or something. So just make a bit of a pool here. I mean, you can already just be like this. And then we have a pitcher pump here. I don't want to do background tiles just because you are going up all the way to like 2k, 1k, and this is more with width of it. It's gonna be 2 tiles wide. Right now it's not. You'll need a tile here as well. And maybe if we moved that over. Certainly if we moved that over. Can't you just go up? No, you can't go in here. You can't go through here. Unless, of course, we use a natural tile. Or if we put that battery earlier. Switch around those two power thingies. I mean, the battery could be anywhere. Don't really need this path down here. I want it though. We can go down this way if we want to really do that. I'll leave this accessible. And then we can just say go build the battery wherever. You go down, over, up and here. This we can just leave where it is, I guess. And you'll be coming up this way. Sure, why not? Why not? There's no why not. We can have the shut off here. The NOT gate going up here. And there goes that. And then we can lower this entire floor, entire thing over here. What is the what sensor doing? It's also shutting off the thing. You can just be here, I guess. And it'd be going through like this. And there's no other interference with other electrical wires. Don't build this one. The gold tile we will need. This is gonna be fine. We will remove those two, but not yet. We still need to make more nuclear waste. That's okay. And then we did consider lowering the entire floor, which is cool, because I also kind of want to lower this entire thing then a bit further, maybe. For now, let's just put a tile here and open up the left-hand side nonsense in a second. Did we break? No, this is fine. But we have an artifact. Hold on. Do we have an artifact cleaner thingy? Analysis tool. We did want to build one at one point. I remember. Probably when I saw that artifact before. But we didn't build it, did we? No, I think not. How much power draw is that? They will fix that too. The display of the power. And what is your problem? Oh, this one tile here, because we wanted to get the nonsense stuff up there. Okay. Let's do the analysis over here. And beyond that, ignore things. Open up here for the ethanol scalding. Why? Where? Who? How? Alright, we're still doing stuff over here as well. Can you just go ahead and... Oh, yeah, I can go in here. And build a tile here and just don't make this a way through anymore. We're just going from the top. That's okay. Sure. How are you all doing? It's at 30, 20, whatever. Doing fine. Might want to make this into aluminium too, though. Or even better, heat transfer. All the way to here, and then we regret making this all of gold. How about we do this? And replace it. Because I say so. Okay, speed is key. I think I want to replace this too because it looks. As for over here, right now, how do we get the CO2 out nicely? Nuclear waste. Enable auto bottle. Let's go. There might be some stuff on here we can mob. Maybe. And over here maybe. Not like this is ever going to be enough or anything. Sculling. I told you to build one tile. It takes 3 dupes scalding. Hey, how about you don't go in here? How would you like them apples? Okay, that should do the trick. Your attempts are still not great, of course. And you managed to... Yeah, this is so ridiculous. Okay, anyways. You're gonna have somebody bring stuff. No pending. Still needing to mop or something. Okay, whatever. Let's close this off. Can we reach this? No. You can't dig, you can't reach. It needs to be coming in like here or something. Building melted. That's inside the steam room. Yeah. Oh great, yeah, that is gonna work just perfectly. The ethanol is gonna work just perfectly. Let's ignore that for the most part. Are you heating up to the point where you're gonna evaporate? Yes. Yes. Slowly, but surely. Come on, Shirley, you can do it. Go. Wait, it's actually getting less and less because it's... Yeah, okay. Basically was plating. What's your temp? Still 250. We went down by some 10 degrees. Yeah, it's a lot of mass that needs to be cooled down. And it's a lot of mass that has been heated up over time. I guess. I get it. Let's destroy that one since... This is already being destroyed. 7.5 kilos. Yeah, it's already being destroyed. By water falling into it, and just deleted some stuff there. That's fine. That's fine. We are not that surprised. Can you go ahead? We need the whole cooling stuff. And still need to get in here as well. And maybe, yeah. How about we don't lose all the oxygen here, if we can. The center part is important, crucial, you might say. Sort of. You can hop down here, you can then be... Can you come in here? You can come in here, so how about you just dig all that up. Diggity. And then hop on to here. It's all nice and cold, I think plastic won't melt. Here. No. Yes, kind of. Hop onto here, don't stand in the red bolt reflectors way. And you can get rid of some... cold, hot stuff, whatever. Just go this way. The crushed ice can fall. And don't trust the snow, what not to not melt. Just go up this way. And then maybe you can already reach the top. Yes. You should be able to reach the top. You will be the very best, like no one was before. How about instead of reaching the top? Good job. Well done, Ulti. The top. I'm just gonna cut you off here. Because I think I want to cut off the entire left-hand section here. Although that kind of provides the cooling for a few buildings, which would have them overheat eventually. Once all of this is heated up, and this is heated up, yeah. Eventually it's like very far into the future. Let's have you all fixed though. You get this. There will be a bit of waste, nuclear waste. Why is there another battery? Oh, you're not supposed to be here. Oh well. You do give me this setting? Yes, exactly. That should have the power thing on. No? Yes? Maybe? You should be the same. You're not. Because you're not there. Okay. And that will then allow us... Power is already through. Get rid of all this. Let's be careful about... This is only wire. You're not going to deconstruct the conductive heavy watt nonsense. You can get rid of this and the power wire and whatnot. All of that. You are not closed off yet, that's fine, you can just dump some stuff here or whatever. Okay. This is what we replaced because we can reach it from the top, okay. Because And that should allow you to reach all the other necessary bits and pieces here. Okay, and this we don't need. You fill this up because I say so. And beyond that point, maybe put a tile here because nothing. You can't reach this. Maybe you can from here. You can't reach this because you would need to go through this part maybe. And up here. Let's see how it goes for the dupes. Okay. Let's not forget about our cooling. Yes, very good. Good job reminding me again. And then maybe open up some space here. And we just make it big. How big do I want to make this left hand side? I don't want to make it big. How big is the petrol pump again? However big we make it, you're gonna be ye big. Can you reach that last part here? No. How about now? How about them apples? You should be able to hop on top and go through, and that's that. Yes, please don't super cool this. Okay, ready to behind. Yes, priest is coming in. I can open this up in just a second. We won't be using this anymore. That's just wire, bit of pipe. It also means this pump will not do anything for a while. Not that we really care. Somebody will trap themselves? No. Yes, and a weirdo. Wait, what? Okay, just jump into the white gap. If you say so, I'll not complain. And over here, this can be anything really. But I think we're gonna make a mesh shell. A ladder would be fine too. And cheaper. Cheaper on material, more expensive on... You're actually building the shift plates in here still. Okay, it went down by like another 10 or 15 degrees, that's pretty good. And you got anything in here yet? Well, things are dropping. We're getting nuclear waste all the way down here. You actually fully dropped off. And spilling to the side, into the wrong direction. Can you just do this? Also, the game is way too laggy. Isn't my... Okay. Can speed 2. Nah. Nothing weird happening. Still have memory. We still have CPU headroom in other aspects. Just not, I don't know, memory stuff and whatnot. Whatever Oni's requested. Oh. Building melted, ceiling collapsed. You guys should be fine for the most part. This is all gonna trickle down. You'll be fixed and sorted. All the liquids. I think the naphtha on the right hand side is going down. And there's no more naphtha here, I don't think. Crude oil, the leftover naphtha. I guess there's a pocket of 120 tons. Maybe something else in here. Oh my god, there's magma all the way up here. I guess small pocket or something. Ah yes, this is going to be super helpful with calculations and whatnot. We're just dropping this back down on the other side now. Yes. It's going to heat you up further, right? Are you still running? No. The other thing's hot, I was about to say. Can we get down to like 21 degree here? Because I was looking at things. I'm seeing things. I'm seeing reed fiber that is too hot. Make it 22. Reed fiber that is too hot. And that water is going to heat up further. 23 is a magic number. It's going to heat up more from reasons, I guess. There's hot water and stuff coming from the bottom and so forth. Also, is this hot? Like 37, it's too hot. We don't really want to make more reed fiber here. This was just to use excess water in the first place. So let's get rid of that. The trees are fine, but they will also be fine at like 15C. And the pepper nuts, which we have made way too much of anyways, they will also be fine because they will be heated up by the steam. And beyond that point, there might be other plants that we could make. You're always running. You should always be running. That we could make plant, whatnot, for reasons. I don't know. Juicer or something. I don't know these buildings. Can you fix that roof very quick? And also the debris. God, there's gonna be so much debris up here. And the steel I got trapped. What do we want to build here? What do we want to build here? How's your radiation? Hold on. How's your radiation? 21 rats, not too bad. By the way, yes, Clay, they have a test branch open, as I said. And on that test branch, they told us that they fixed the duplicants dying from radiation bug when they're being rescued. So that's official information and confirmation that the one time we did reload the game because of quote-unquote died was a bug. Justifications, GG. So yeah, there's that. What are you all doing? You sweeping and weeping and mopping and bopping and hopping. Picking up snow. Alright, that's a high priority thing. How many critters is in here? 5. Is there more here? Not really, we got all the nasty space rats. Good. Talk about dropping water, by the way, there's more water to drop up here. It can fit in without a problem. And it shouldn't cause much issues. If it's gonna stack up on top of here, it should be going down quickly. Not spill into anywhere and be just fine. My thought being, there's also a lot of thermal mass that we could use. Not down here. Open all this up, open all this up. This will open itself up because of sand. You guys are gonna be something. Be able to drop more sulfur or whatnot. Open this up, open it up further. Open up a bit more here as well. Okay. What are you doing? Nothing. Let's get rid of it. And let's just see how all this water does. Oh yes, sand. We love sand. Ulti didn't want to remove his own foundation. I like it. The stuff will still be held in place, won't it? That's all this leftover ice and whatnot. That's good. Leave it there. Things going to the right. This will just remelt. Going down here, it would maybe go all the way around. That would be most unfortunate, but it will melt first. This is minus 80 or whatnot. This is gonna triple. I could open up some stuff here as well. This is copper to begin with. And salt. This is extra water as well. Okay. Waterfalls, yay! Are you gonna break stuff for us? This is just oil, you're gonna be still fine-ish. You dropped oil all the way down here or something, that's fine. You can be flooded. This is gonna be A-okay. And then it goes all the way down here. Maybe these turbines will have a problem, but that's gonna be that. There was supposed to be a door here, like on the left hand side, because, well, water is falling down and there might be infinite storage happening. But sulfur is still kinda cold. The inside of here is gonna be just fine. Let's get this door in place real quick. That's gonna destroy a bit of petroleum, a kilo or point whatever. Why is the naphtha stopped? Alright, we're first emptying this out. Yeah. And this one, oh, you're supposed to be connected. Not like this is gonna be done and emptying them now in a second, but yeah. Keep going, how are you doing? The pressure over here is still nice and stable. And your uptime is probably 100%, so yeah, that's just running. And you, it's just dropping. I don't think it's dropping. Can we go ahead and try and see if this helps? I still will push out plenty of stuff over here. It won't get faster. It doesn't really spread out here either. The whole magma mountain. You'd assume it would go like this and just fill up the rest in here. But it doesn't really go above this 90-degree angle actually. Which is funny. If it had more space above, I guess, the whole mountain would be bigger. And we might get more pressure over here. But yeah. So basically, having this mountain doesn't really speed things up, so let's just not have it, if we can. Also, keep on wheeling. You might wanna leave now, before we need help. Okay, you're gonna go back home and base jump around. I don't want to deconstruct you now. Can you just... also go back home. Before we need somebody else to help you. Oh, by the way, can we map this? And maybe... I'd like to freeze this again. Can you just build a steel door tile here, thingy like so? That should help maybe cool this down a little. And we might want to do some... Okay, let's see if this goes down. Right now it's touching the ceiling. This one, funnily enough, appears to have no change in mass whatsoever. Oh shoot, what are you dripping down here? How did this happen? How is this not enough? This room is kinda not that big actually. We could sweep it, we could clean it, we don't want to. We really don't want to. We really don't want to do this again. Let's just go back. And me too, I will be right back. Welcome back, and I really don't want much, but can you wait with this for a quick sec? And so I'm really surprised we didn't make this into a safer liquid lock. Like, there's so many things, but this isn't being safified. Like, there's two things we should have done here, at least. One of them we should have done. So, number one, make this into above 80 kilos. So if it freezes into a solid block and, well, blocks things off. Two, it would probably be better. How cold is it in here? 130, oh my god. If you go down by like 0.7 degrees, you're in a freeze. So they just carried like cold steel through here. You really can't do that right now. Anyways, so one, this needs to be more above 80, so it forms the block when it freezes. That seals everything, and worst case scenario, a tube is gonna be trapped down here. Rather, gotta go around here then. That's one. Two, this could be up here. There could be naphtha here. Naphtha probably won't evaporate because of hot stuff going through. If it does, it's still trapped with the uranium being here. And the uranium won't be really in a heat exchanger with the stuff above here. Might still freeze, or just, yeah, might still freeze. Could become a debris or a block, whichever. If it becomes debris, it's too cold anyways, and the naphtha should be fine still. Regardless of whatever. And 3, this could be higher. That would also prevent the oil from spilling over. So yeah. What do we go with? Just replacing this? Not replacing it, just making more of this. For now the temps should be not fine. Why is this so cold? Are you not supposed to make things hot? Well, I don't know. We'll do this. Hold, wait, no. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. No. No, I want this to be not super heat transferent. We could do this to make sure it's actually... There can be 2 dupes that can do both jobs, and this one might be faster. Are you actually cooling down? No, you're stable in your temperature. You might be cooling down once we bring this in, but then material should be delivered like instantly. And the dupe in here might exchange some heat. But also will be building this tile, so you should be okay. That bit of sour gas is annoying. You need to build this. Yeah, no, it's not gonna be fast enough. Oh my god. Stila, you made 2 mistakes. They're both grave. Yours. Your grave. Stila, really. But now I gotta get the right Stila as well. The one with the electrical head. See, the schedule changed. This was reassigned to somebody else. No, it's not. You're standing on this tile. No, you're standing on this tile. You are not allowed to de-stress. Oh, de-stress, that's something else, my bad. I thought you were doing something useful. Why are you so stressed? That's nonsense. Why are you so stressed? You're just being super bad again. What? Low morale. You have 6 tiles of downtime. And you have like all these buildings you can de-stress with. I kind of want you to die. I kind of want you to just not exist anymore. For being a moron. It's not a lot of things that can make me angry, but dupes? No, boops. Boops are... The high difficulty boops are just... They're just no. They're just bad. They are unable to live on their own. That's just that. And you can't give them like, hey, low stress, now take time off schedule or something. Anyway, you can't de-stress. Can you please? You can't de-stress. Listen here, you little foop. Can you just do this and now realize that you can't do it? Or do you still need to take... Do you still... Okay, there we go. Just do the building. We have some 100 kilograms still before it spills over. How is it more on the right than on the left? Oh, because of the sour gas. Okay, that's compressing it down. Oh my god, you just made an infinite storage, didn't you? With the sour gas? That's so dumb. Okay, sure. With this taken care of, can you now please build the 2 tiles that are here, petition? Dankeschön. Build the top one? Yeah, good, very good. Okay, that's it. We don't need more. And I might want to even leave this in here. No, I want to have you do this. And actually, up all of these, it will be one layer, one line actually, which is great. And do this entire thing here as well. That's good, very good, yes, I like it. Très bien. What are you missing? A tile here. And with this in place, the oil wouldn't even spill over, which having A, a mountain of liquid, B, sour gas, and C, this contraption here, forming a infinite storage to actually spill over in the first place. Quite the coincidence, if I may say so. Okay, anyways, so let's get ready to... Naphtha. 161. I'm getting sidetracked again. This is Naphtha, yes. Aren't we supposed to be doing something else? I don't know. Well, we did get all the cool stuff to come down, so this is not down to 30C, which is cool. Liquid pipe, that is not what I wanted to select here. What I wanted to select was this bottle of nectar. And you will be down here, and you can't go in here because this time. Now you will. And that's that. All of this can be removed. Maybe. And then apparently there's a crack in the background, in the fabric of space maybe as well. Right, open this up, yada yada yada, push this higher. The dropper part goes here then. Dude, let's just make fewer, 3 or 4 of them. Do I care for this not being mesh? Not really, let's see. Actually, the first bit here that's dropping is in this space. You're gonna go all the way down to here. And left of here there's not gonna be anything dropping down. So, I'm not really trying to say anything about that. Other than, I wouldn't mind having meshed out all the way to here without having any potential dripping water going all the way to here. And also, we won't have more than 4 lines of water here, I don't think. So this could just be normal tiles, I think. I might regret this though. Also, I don't really care for this being insulated at all. So I'll change it. I really don't care. I don't like it actually. Can you repair this a bit? I think we just had some random other liquid get in here at some point. It's the only reason this would be damaged. Okay, you wait, what? We have rust again? Wait, where? Where from? Okay. We have 2 tons of rust. Did this ever? We never mopped this. But this is getting more. There's rust here already. And this is not cooling down quickly enough. Yeah, there's empty buckets. And you're not extracting enough heat here. Basically. And this is gonna melt again. And what is this doing? Nothing. These are empty and melting. Yeah, I might want to do something about this. Maybe not super heat all that hot block. Do the automation a bit differently. Let's not do that right now. Also, we're getting sidetracked. This is whatever. Hey, don't destroy this lovely gas. I don't care about the gas. Though there will be a floor going all the way. Actually, we could just cut you off. Except we do need the oil to go down. Is this super hot? No. Is this super hard? No. Or just do this. I want to reduce the possible pathing for the dupes a little bit. And then make this an even floor. And just do this. Okay. And I don't want you to go through here, do I? Or could I just... No, that's not close enough. Yeah, all that is just nonsense though. Why are we doing this? We did want to do this rather. You can't get up here. Why would you be able to? And how would you be able to? You just wouldn't. Trapped. Let's go get a path this way. Thus we can also more easily reach the entire bottom. And who is trapped in beds? What? Yes, red steam. I know it's fake, it's all fake. There's a lot of electrum down here, so we can just go ahead and build a tile here so you can get yourselves out of this. But you don't want to. There you go. Okay. You should be able to leave. Okay. 3, 4. And replace these tiles and these tiles. And these tiles, the same is true for don't even need this one, thank you. There's a tile. This and that. And it really doesn't matter. We could even just leave the interior part, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of electro generators. Steel, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make this 6 and 5 on top of here, not like that. And they're gonna be required to keep the oil wells running, providing us with enough water. And then it will then eventually mean that we don't need any more water from the base upstairs. We can basically even go ahead and say screw all those lines. I don't know if we want to do that or if we just let the water run like we do like now. Now more importantly, we did want to do something up here and we kind of got stopped. Oh right, you're done. That was quick. Quicker than I thought it would be. Holy crap. This line is full. That also means you're filling this? Oh my. I did not expect that. You don't need this one. We kind of need this to be still connected. And empty things out. Actually, we kind of gotta get rid of... Let's go do this first. Ignore that. Hold. You gotta bring some stuff to the right here first. Make some room at the bottom here. Okay, and then I think you can empty this all out. And this is empty now. Right, and we can deconstruct this. If there's somebody able to get inside. Just this part, thank you. Yeah, I just don't want anything going down here or sit inside the pipe until or before we reconnect things over here. You didn't just start rebuilding this into something else now, did you? And why are you taking so long still? Because you are our scientist. You don't even have the progress bar. Okay. Okay, so there goes that. You're running, you're rolling, you're hot and working again. This can be connected, well, not that we care. You have been remade, we can open this up. Please make sure you clean the floor before we close this off again. We do have our accidental beats pump, which is unfortunate. And what's the temp here coming out? 60, and you're going to be here with 66 and it's still 70 whatever, yes. Because these cooling tanks from the petroleum are still at 80-ish, 90-ish degrees. So they will need some cooling, and that's gonna for now, just move the heat around. Okay. You will keep dripping and dropping and emptying. And you are supposed to be in super high pressure, but we never got to that. Right. There's still a few things we gotta do here. The left hand side is fine though. If there's a liquid on top here, this is actually a full lock. Sort of. Do we have a number of petroleum bottles? 1. That's too much. Let's make 2 more over here. And relocate you up. Again, this is gonna be staying hot. But whatever. Okay, and then do this. Also, we can reach all the interior here to clean it. So let's get rid of the debris in here if there's any. Cooling is so good. Power is good. O2 production is good. Why are you running? Oh, you're supposed to run if below. Right. So this is not gonna run ever, basically. Now, for the CO2 up here, that needs to be destroyed. Or pushed out, whichever happens first. The waste here, I don't even know if we have a proper dropping setup for that. We should. Maybe. You could just go ahead. It's gonna be dropped over here if we send it into the sorting. And that's all the stuff that's supposed to be sorted. You're on a 5. You're not gonna do enable auto bottle. So you can just do the leftover uranium stuff. Or not, I don't care. But I care a little, maybe. Empty this, put a tile here, then a tile here that will push out the remaining oxygen from here. There can be a tile here that makes it all a bit more proper. Okay, that will push out the O2. Vacuum lock is in place. And that is that. These pumps will need to be full of stuff. I do want O2 over here. How do I get that over without CO2 getting into the side? Not sure. We can push it out with the hydro. There should be a remaining oxygen layer at the bottom. We do that if we can. Oh, look at this beauty. That is actually... My god, this looks good. Your temp range is also fine-ish, maybe. I don't care. I don't really care. Hey there, bad guy. How's it going? Welcome in. How's your day? Enjoying the weekend, I hope. And that's done. And now we're just gonna bring the hydro over here into the top without letting the oxygen inside. Right, we can do that by putting tiles up here and removing them one by one. We also need a tile here. We just push out the naphtha. That should be fine. We'll maybe put a security tile here. No, that's fine. You're gonna be fine. Like, we could make this more of a stutter step action. And have this here, then remove this tile, have a tile here, blah blah, so no oxygen can actually interfere and push in. But sideway movement should take priority. If not, we're gonna screw up this room. And then we'll have some O2 sit down in here or something. Which would not be that big of a deal, I don't think. Okay, it didn't take priority. You will probably fall down here. That's a lot of hydro. Maybe it goes to the right though. I should have secured this first. Sort of. Quickly. Fix it. Listen. No, the oxygen. We can destroy that. This is fine. This is not a big problem. I need to make sure. We have a proper gas lock here. Well, actually, I was about to say the hydro shouldn't be able to push the O2 further, and then the oxygen shouldn't be pushed by the O2 itself, which would mean we'd have two layers, one of O2 and one of CO2. Maybe. I don't think this works out as I wanted to, because the hydro and the O2, the hydro and the CO2 are already touching. They shouldn't be, because pressure and whatnot. How much is this? 2 tons per tile. I mean, the base is cut off, right? How did this go? Oh my god. Base is cut off from the map atmosphere. We should start from the beginning. The music, that is. Okay. Gas lock. We don't have liquids coming from here, really. That's a bit of a legacy bit. Just do this. Open up here. There's always going to be a different gas other than hydro in this spot, and that should keep everything in check. Probably. I don't think this music is so as fitting as I hoped for it to be. Can you... Okay, hydro should be fine, and I made a mistake. Well, I was about to remake this anyways. Problem being... Nah, we can have a ladder tile here and they can get over. I was about to say we can't go over beyond this reservoir, but we can, I think. No problemo. We do need a way down here though as well. So 2 things. This would be open. It would be better if it wasn't open. Stable, more stable. We don't have the room for that. Well, actually, hold on a second. I can make you all go higher. I do not need this. You didn't do what I wanted you to do. I completely forgot about the pressure up here, I guess. We can destroy the derpy O2 that's not supposed to be where it's gone. Yeah, leave this tile here for a sec. We have more room at top as I thought. Yes, basically. So it comes down to build the tile above first. We can push this up by 1. Though... Well, we'll just close this off first. And that is going to be just fine. As I said, the hydro will not get out. It won't even be able to displace the CO2 the way it is right now. Will it? That stupid pocket of oxygen, polluted oxygen, will be even worse. We can open this up. That will allow this hydro to put everything out. Push everything out. Did I open up you again? No, not yet. There we go. Full thermal insulation. Do I want to make this out of something different? It looks not good. I want this to be insulation. That will look better. Remake this, undo this. This naphtha, I don't... Why is this not a proper bottle? Ew. Well. Let's close you off. Then we can mop the naphtha properly. There might be something squeezing out. No. You're fine, okay, good. This is all hydro. You will push everything else out. Yes, very good. Now we just have to get the I was about to say, now we just have to sort this out again. How's the pressure difference? We have way more oxygen than this other thing. Hydrogen. We can just put in a proper setup, like over here. And then open up the bottom, turn off the pumps for a second. And that should do the trick for the most part. Let's get the... It's gonna be a wire here. It's gonna be a wire. There's 3 in between, right? So there's 3. Here would be a wire. Here. And here, theoretically. That would put the foundations left from here, here. And here, this one is fine. We can open up this part. We can open up all of this, actually. That allows us to... You can still get out, right? Yes. Allows us to put in place all the necessary We don't need those electrolyzers. We will never need them. It's a 60 and 32 dupe. We're not gonna get to 30 dupes. We just won't. We just won't. What's your pressure? You should be above. How much is this again? A ton. I'll just submerge this, kinda. It's gonna be simpler. Here, put these cells in place. Make this all out of aluminum. Mop up here. You can't reach yet. That's fine. You're gonna be open. Not yet. You will need to reach over here. This is gonna be your way in anyways. Or maybe we just go in from the bottom in the future and make it the gas snorkel gas. It's gonna be just as fine. Except for sorting things out. Well. We do need more room though. For the pumps, right? Yeah, because... Wait, what? You just fit in here. Why do I need to make this wider? I don't. But what am I doing? Why? Why am I doing this? Wait, why am I doing this? Honestly. I didn't need to do this, did I? Can you do the top first? The top part. Thank you. And then we're gonna fill this up with some sort of liquid. How about we just open this one up. Close this off. Push this out. You gotta go higher. We're gonna open this up for a sec. We're gonna go higher. Then we can empty the bottle. We can empty the bottle right now. Why is this more not though? Yeah, okay. How much is this? Okay. So you go like this. Can you still hop over? If I have a tile here, you can sit here and go up this way. Yes. This is gonna work. Monkey bars. This is gonna work. You are like a bottle of enough to make a proper lock. The other lock would be here, actually, and here. But actually, I want it indented in by one tile because the outside is scary. So do it like this. This would be insulation, and that's the actual ceiling. Okay. Is the left hand side open though? Because we kind of want to close this off again. Okay. Good. Very good. And how did we get polluted nonsense in here? Was this here from the beginning? You're not supposed to be here. Oh well. What? Didn't I open up a thing here? So the plan was to just go ahead and, you know, dump a Reno. No. dump some of the liquid. Empty this bottle again. So what we did is to basically just move this locker up by 1 tile. You can't reach it, right? Unreachable. Naphtha, empty. Yeah. I expected this much. Maybe if I have a tile here. Yeah, that should do the trick. And again, we're gonna bring in like enough to make this 5 tons. But also, well, let's just set you up for uranium again. Uranium, and be on the high thingy, and that's it. Just bring all the mobbed uranium to here. That should go in here, no problem. Do I need an input incoming stuff? Not really. We will want to just replace that. We make it better, stronger, harder, whatever. There's a bit of naphtha down here. That's not intended. We can mob it still and open up the right inside thingy. That's fine. And we can open up. That's a proper amount, right? Naphtha, 30-ish degrees kilos. Good. Do this. Push in the. I just want the naphtha. I just want the naphtha. Okay, you're good. Thanks. Open the bottle. Not this one. The waste. The naphtha. Sweep. Did I remove my naphtha sweeping dropping thing? I think I did, yes. Because there was once a naphtha dropping thing over here. And we can maybe drop the liquids through here now. There, where would that go? It still goes into the right spot, okay. That's that. Okay, did you get out the stink? Oh, the stink can't go deeper. And it can't be pushed into the oxygen. That's so stupid. Okay, well in that case, push out the O2, then we close it off, then we make an opening here for this thing to sink into. So to speak. We can just have it sink into here. And then crush it. Okay. You've been fixed, you've been remade, let's make you out of steel. And fill you up. What is your problem? Wait, what? Oh, no, oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. Why would you do that? Also, I'm getting... My mind just told me. Open up that naphtha bottle. But yeah, this is not supposed to be liquid uranium, thank you. That was supposed to be liquid nuclear waste. I wonder where you got that from, though. Because... 280 kilos. Where is all that? I did turn off auto bottle, no? No. Okay, that makes sense, kind of. That's gonna be a full tile in a second. Yeah, yes, you just keep running, or we could have a... just keep running. We gotta check when this reaches 1000 kilos, or the second tile above, whichever, it's fine. We don't really care for heat transfer other than we want it, so I will make all of this into aluminium. We can mob that bit up. I don't really care about anything up here really. Right, the whole cooling loop is destroyed now. It will be reinstated by you guys, and now it works again.